Hi, my name is Raffiq from JCS 1104A. I am one of the Group 6 team member. Today we would like to show you our finished project for ITT300, Data Communication and Networking. In this project we are required to prepare a subnetting report and video packet tracer simulation presentation. In this project we have given IP address which is 114.9.0.0/24. For this project we have 4 team members. First is Muhammad Rashidi, in charge as designer. Second is Muhammad Raffiq, in charge in subnetting and also as leader. Third is Muhammad Akif, in charge in configure and video compile. And the last one is me, Muhammad Shafi, as in charge in testing and report. The objective of this project is to examine device configuration in packet tracer, selecting the proper cable based on the configuration and connecting the device and explore the physical view of the network in packet tracer. Second, to help our understanding the flow of traffic and the content of data packet as they traverse a complex network. The last one is to verify and test the configuration and basic connectivity between devices.
For the subnet administration, the maximum number of computers is 25. So the formula is +2, so we got 27 here. And then we use log 32 because of 27 is more than 16. Then we borrow 5 bits from here. And then for CIDR we got 27. And then the subnet mask we borrow is 3 and the balances are 0. And then for the wildcard we got 31 as 255 minus by 224. And then for the subnet we calculate 2 power of 32 minus 27. We got 2 power of 5 and 32. And then for the subnet 1 minus 1, so we got 0 multiplied by 32 which is 0. So the first address, we got the first address here 114.9.0.0, and then we plus the wildcard 0.0.0.31, and then we got the last address 114.9.0.31. So then the first address we plus by 1 and the last address we minus by 1. So we get the range for the first subnet here. And next, for the subnet IT support, as the maximum number of computers is 22. 22 we plus by 2 as the formula is, and then we got 24. As the 24 is more than 16, we got 5 bits, we borrow 5 bits. And then for the CIDR, 32 minus by 5 is 27. And then we calculate the subnet mask, and then we borrow 3 from the subnet mask. And then we got the wildcard. The wildcard is 31 as 255 minus by 224. And then for the subnet, we calculate 2 power of 32 minus 27, and then we got 32. And then for the subnet 2 minus 1, we got 1 multiplied by 32 which is 32. And then we got the first address 114.9.0.32 and plus wildcard 0.0.0.31. And then we got the last address 114.9.0.63. And then as usual, we the first address we plus by 1 and the last address we minus by 1. And then we got the range of the second subnet. Next, for the subnet manufacturing, as the maximum number of computers is 20, we plus by 2, we got 22. And then we borrow log 32 because of it is more than 16, we got 5 bits. And then we calculate the CIDR, we got 27. And then for the subnet mask, we borrow 3. And for the wildcard, we got 31 as 255 minus by 224. And then we calculate as usual. The subnet 3 minus 1, we got 2, and 2 multiplied by 32. Okay, so we got 64. And then for the first address, we got 114.9.0.64. For the wildcard, we got 0.0.0.31, and the last address is 114.9.0.95. And then we calculate the first address plus by 1, and the last address we minus by 1, and then we got the range for the subnet manufacturing. Next, for the subnet design, as the maximum number of computer is 19, and 19 plus 2, we got 21, so we borrow 5 bits. And then for the CIDR, 32 minus by 5, we got 27. It is the same as before. We got the subnet mask, we borrow 3, and the wildcard we got 31. And then for the subnet 4 minus by 1, we got 3 multiplied by 32, and we got 96. So the first address is 114.9.0.96, and the wildcard 0.0.0.31, and for the last address 114.9.0.127. And then the range, we plus by 1, first address plus by 1, and the last address minus by 1. Next is subnet personal. As the maximum number of computer is 17, we plus by 2, and we got 19, and it's the same, we borrow 5 bits from here. And then the CIDR, we calculate 32 minus by 5, we got 27. And then the subnet mask, we borrow 3, and the wildcard we got 31. And then 2 power of 32 minus 27, we got 2 power of 5, we got 32, the total. And then the subnet 5 minus 1, we got 4 multiplied by 32, and then we got the first address, which is 114.9.0.128, and the wildcard is 0.0.0.31, and the last address we got 114.9.0.159. And then the first address we plus by 1, the last address we minus by 1, and then we got the range for the IP address. And then for the next subnet is site office, which is the maximum number of computers is 15, and 15 plus by 2, we got 17 as a formula, and then we borrow 5 bits from here. And then the CIDR, we got 32 minus by 5, which is 27. And then we got the subnet mask. The subnet mask is 3, and the wildcard is 31 as usual. And then we just calculate as usual, and then the subnet 6 minus by 1, and we got 5 multiplied by 32, and then we got 114.9.0.160, as the 5 multiplied by 32 is 160. And then we got the first address, the wildcard is 0.0.0.31, and the last address is 114.9.0.191. And then we plus by 1 for the first address, and minus by 1 for the last address. We got the range for the IP address for the subnet site office. So next, for the subnet corporate, as the maximum number of computer is 13, and then we plus 2 as the formula, and we got 15, which is 15 is less than 16. We use log 16, and then we got 4 bits. And then for the CIDR, we calculate 32 minus by 4 as the formula, and then we got 28. And then for the subnet mask, we borrow 4 from here. And then for the wildcard, we got 15 as 255 minus by 240. And then to a power of 32 minus 25, we got 2 power of 4, and then we got 16. And then for the subnet, 7 minus by 1, we got 6. And 6 multiplied by 16, we got 96. So the first address is 114.9.0.96. And the wildcard is 0.0.0.1515. And we got the last address 114.9.0.111. Okay, so for the range, we just add the last address by 1, and the first address, the first address we plus by 1, and minus, and the last address we minus by 1, and then we got the range for the subnet. And for the last, we calculate the subnet for maintenance, as the maximum number of computers is 11. So 11 plus 2, we got 13. And then we should use log 16, and we borrow 4 bits from here. And then CIDR, we calculate 32 minus by 4, we got 28. And then the subnet mask, we borrow 4 also, and the wildcard is 15, as 255 minus 240, we got 15. And then next, 2 power of 32, we minus by 28, we got 2 power of 4, and then we got 16. And the subnet, 8 minus by 1, which is 7, we multiply by 16. And then for the first address, we got 112. For 7 multiplied by 16, so the first address we got 114.9.0.112, and the wildcard 0.0.0.1515, and the last address is 114.9.0.127. And then that is the last address. Then for the first address, we plus by 1, and the last address we minus by 1, and then we got the range for the subnet. So hi, my name is Muhammad Raffiq. So next we move to our subnet table. So this is our subnet table. As you can see here, this is the subnet and the department, and this is the maximum number of computers or ports. So this is the subnet mask. The subnet mask is different for each subnet, as you can see here, 27, 28 and 30. So this is the subnet address, which is the first address. For the subnet 1, the first subnet we use 114.9.0.0, and for the last subnet, which is interrouter 3, we use 114.9.0.232. And next we move to broadcast address, which is last address. And for the first subnet, we use 114.9.0.31, and for the last subnet, we use 114.9.0.235. So next, we move to number of addresses. So as you can see here, the number of addresses is different because it based on the maximum number of computer or parts. So if the number of computer or ports is more than 16, we use it as 32. And for if the number of computers are less than 16 or equal to 16, we use 16. And for the interrouter 1 until interrouter 3, as the maximum number of computers or ports are 2, we use it as 4. So next is the number of hosts that are available and can be used in our topology during configuration. So here for subnet 1 until subnet 6, we use 30. And for subnet 7 and 8, we use 14. And for interrouter 1 until interrouter 3, we use 2. For the default gateway, we are using the first number available of IP address range. As you can see here, for subnet 1, 114.9.0.1. For subnet 2, 114.9.0.33. For subnet 3, 114.9.0.65. Subnet 4 is 114.9.0.97. Subnet 5 is 114.9.0.129. Subnet 6 is 114.9.0.161. Subnet 7 is 114.9.0.193. Subnet 8 is 114.9.0.209. And for the interrouter 1 is 114.9.0.225. Interrouter 2 114.9.0.229. And for the last subnet, which is interrouter 3, we use 114.9.0.233. Okay, so next we move to VLAN. For the subnet 1, we use VLAN 2. For subnet 2, we use VLAN 3. Subnet 3, we use VLAN 4. Subnet 4, we use VLAN 5. Subnet 5, we use VLAN 6. Subnet 6, we use VLAN 7. And subnet 7, we use VLAN 8. And subnet 8, we use VLAN 9. And lastly, for the host IP address range, IP address range is actually the range that we can use for each devices in our topology. So from here we can see these are the host IP address available for each subnet. So that's all from me. Thank you.
For the router, we use for the router, if you want to get the first address, you need to plus the previous first address with the number of addresses. So 208 plus 16, you will get 224. And then at the same also, if you want to get the router number 2, which is 224, you will plus with 4 the number of addresses, you will get 228. And then 228 plus with 4, you will get 232.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. To DS Ahmad Kamar Zaman. My name is Muhammad Rushidi bin Muhammad Fairuz, and today I will present my part from assignment group ITT300. So my part is design network topology. Okay. So this is the question. So I need to build the network using the Cisco packet tracer software. All the node and subnet involved must be labeled accordingly. So I need to use Cisco 2811 model for router. Okay, so this is router. I use 3 router and I use model 2811. Okay, next use Cisco 2960 for switch, and also switch I use 2960 F3 switch, F4 switch, sorry. All type is 2960. Create a network with router, switch, PC, and server according to the situation as follow. You have 8 departments, each belong to one different subnet, and 3 subnet for inter-router connection. This inter-router connection require 2 IP address. Refer to table 1. So this is table 1 from my group as then subnetting. So yes, we have 8 subnet and 8 department. So this is my design. Our design, Subnet 1, Subnet 2, Subnet 3, Subnet 4, Subnet 5, 6, 7, and 8. So we have 8 department. Alright, so I design refer on this table. Alright, so the connection involves 3 router 1, router 2, and router 3. And subnet 1, subnet 2, and subnet 3, the switch will be able to connect to router 1. Okay, subnet 1, subnet 2, subnet 3, router 1, subnet 4, subnet 5, and subnet 6. The switch will connect to router 2. Subnet 7 and subnet 8 will connect to router 3. Use UTP LAN cable for connection between router 1 and router 2. Okay. Router 1 and router 2 UTP cable, couple crossover. Yeah, couple crossover. Yes. Couple crossover. And use serial DCE and DTE cable for connection between router 2 and router 3. Okay, so router 2 and router 3 we use DCE cable. Okay, DCE cable is serial DCE, but we use DCE. Alright. Next, each subnet will connect to different switch. Use appropriate cable to connect the switch to router. Each switch must be connected to different router port to create different broadcast domain. Subnet 1 to subnet switch 1. Subnet 2 to switch 1. Subnet 3 to switch 2. Subnet 4 to switch 2. Subnet 5 to switch 3. Subnet 6 to switch 3. Subnet 7 to switch 4. And subnet 8 to switch 4. Okay. Set this subnet 1 to switch 1, subnet 2 to switch 1, subnet 3 to switch 2, and subnet 4 to switch 2, and subnet 5 to switch 3, subnet 6 to switch 3, while subnet 7 to switch 4, and subnet 8 to switch 4. Like the question. Okay. So next, I use cable to connect PC to the switch using copper straight top cable and using automatic cable. So all these PC to switch use same cable, and switch to router also same cable, and router 1 to router 2 use copper, and router 2 to router 3 DCE. Okay, so we also add the router, adding the slot port. We add WIC IT. We add WIC. Yes, we add for fast Ethernet cable, and this NM2FE 2W port, and router 2 also has WIC 1T and port for it. Mm, sorry. Oops, sorry. CFC and M2FE2W. Actually, the port is same, but I don't know why it not show. Yes, it show. And M2FE2W same. So uh, I think I labeling this all subnet refer to the table. So this is a table, administration IP address 114901 until 114930. So let's see, 114901 until 114930. Okay, the same. And the gateway 114901. Okay, same. And it's VLAN 2. Same goes to IT support, subnet 2. Subnet 2, IT support. VLAN 3. VLAN 3, VLAN 3. And IP address range 114.9033 until 114.90.162. Okay, same. Subnet mask. Subnet mask 245 same. Actually, the subnet mask same. And next, manufacturing subnet 3. Subnet 3 manufacturing. Same goes all the subnet mask, IP range, and gateway also same. And subnet 4 design. Subnet 4 design. So same goes. It's same. Subnet mask 2525. Yes. Same. And the gateway 114.90.97. Okay, same. And subnet 5 personnel. Subnet 5 personnel. IP address 114.9.0.129 until 114.9.0.158. Yes, same. And the gateway 114.90.9 also same. Actually, all these the not or the what we call thunder, actually I refer to the table, and all these not same. So I think this is the complete design from me, and I was color actually uh, designed like this, so it's better and not to cecah merubah. Okay, so that's all from my part. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and very good evening, sir. Since we live in this pandemic COVID-19, I hope you and your family are in a good condition. So today, my name Muhammad Akif. I will do the configuration in Cisco Packet Tracer. Without further ado, let's start it. So the first step is we need to insert all the IP addresses into each PCs. Um, so how can we do that? We click PC, then desktop, and choose IP configuration and just input all the details like this. Alright, so I already inserted all the details in all PCs, as you can see. Alright, so the next step is we have to let the switch hold the VLAN for each subnet. So click switch. Okay, go to CLI. The enable config T. Okay, VLAN 2 for subnet 1. The VLAN for subnet 1 is VLAN 2. Okay, so we input VLAN 2. Okay, and then we name it as administration. For subnet 2, the VLAN is 3. Okay, we name it as IT, and then we end, then we copy run start. Same goes to this switch. We enable, then we config T. For subnet 3, the VLAN is the VLAN 4. Okay, we name it as manufacturing, and for subnet 4 is the VLAN is VLAN 5. We name it as design, then we end, and then we copy run start. Okay, for this we do it as same goes to the switch also. We just do the same thing. Config T VLAN 6, we name it as personnel. VLAN 7, name site, and copy run start. Alright, so the last switch, enable, config t. Alright, okay, VLAN 9, VLAN 8, name corporate, right, and VLAN 9, we name it as maintenance. Alright, and copy run start. Okay, next step is we have to access the VLAN to this switch, so it can send the data through this path, like okay, like that. Alright, so how can we do that? Okay, first we need to config t. Okay, and then we check the port first. Alright, so this is FA01, so we in FA01, switch port access, we take the VLAN, so this VLAN 3. Okay, VLAN 3. Alright, then exit. Alright, then exit, and then we take an FA, this one, F02, then switch port access VLAN 3 also, because it is in the same VLAN. Alright, exit, after exit, then end, and copy run start. Alright, okay, then we go to this subnet, right? Okay, then we go, just do the same thing, config t, right, then in check the port first, FA03 and FA04, in FA03, switch port access VLAN 2, exit. Right, then in FA04, switch port access VLAN 2 also. So okay, my bad, wrong spelling. Switch port access VLAN 2, switch port. Okay, then exit and copy run start. Alright, so right, this switch setter, here we go to switch config t, we have to enable then config t, in check first 0201, in FA02, then switch port access VLAN 4, switch port access VLAN 4, exit in FA01, switch port access VLAN 4 also, right, and copy run start. Okay, so config t, so in FA03 and 04, 03, switch port access VLAN 5, right, VLAN 5, exit in FA04, switch port access 5, exit and copy run start. This clear, there's 2 switch masters settle. Now switch 3 config t in FA01, 02, 01, 03, 04. Switch right. FA01, switch port access VLAN 6. In FA02, switch port access VLAN 6 also, then exit and copy run start. Okay. Yeah, that's wrong. Let me show what it is. Sorry, center, enable, ready, and whoa. Six. switch reset switch 4 0304 in FA 03 switch 4 access switch VLAN exit exit in FA 04 switch 4 access VLAN and copy learning start copy again in FA 01 switch 4 access VLAN 9 exit and copy run start. All right. Next we have to do the truncation. Okay, so we have to do the truncation, and we have to do the truncation in each port. Right. Right. So in FA 04 switch port mode access switch port mode access switch port mode run next in FA03 switch port mode access switch port mode run. Right, done. Oh, okay. Next in FA02 switch port mode access port mode to run. In FA01 wait right, in FA01 so switch port mode access switch port mode run. Right, settle this one. Good. We have to do this configure T in FA04 switch port mode access switch port mode run in FA03 okay. In FA03 switch port mode access switch port mode run. 1 2 3 4 right. Then one configure T 04 switch port mode access mode run switch play in FA03 switch port mode access switch port mode run in FA02 switch port mode access switch port mode run. Same goes to FA1 switch port mode access switch port mode run. Right, then config FA04 switch port mode access switch port mode run. 2 3 FA02 switch port mode access switch mode run in FA02 3 mode access switch port mode. Alright, done. From my previous explanation about this configuration, our design is wrong because from the question, the question one, router 1 to connect with router 2 and router 2 connect with router 3 using serial DTE or DCE. Router 1 and to router 2 connect with UTP. So from our previous design, we made a mistake, but we already changed it. So this is the new design that we changed, and I already configure the router 1, router 2 and router 3. So we are really sorry about that. Alright, in this step I want to let this router hold both of these gateways, so the data can be sent through the path, through this path, and it can send to the data can be sent from PC through to router through this path. So what how can we do that? We go to CLI, okay, and then no, okay, router enable configure T, and then in FA, okay, first of all we need to check the first cable, okay, FA01 FA00 my bad, in FA00, okay, then IP address Okay, the 00 cable, 00, the first cable will hold this gateway, okay, and this subnet mask. Okay, we just enter the gateway first, 114.9.0.33, and then we input the subnet mask. 224 4.0.224, no shot. Alright, so same goes to this cable, the second cable. Alright, so the FA number the port number is FA 11. So what we have to do is, wait, first then we have to copy run, no, config if exit first, exit, then copy run start. Okay, then we do the same thing, and enable config t. Okay, we put the second cable, config t. Okay, in FA 11. Okay, in FA 11, IP address 114.90. Okay, so this cable will hold this gateway. Okay, 5.5.2.4, no shut. Alright, see, as you can see, already it already changed the color from red to green. Okay, just exit, and then copy run start. Step, I want to configure between router, interrouter 1, interrouter 2, and interrouter 3. So how do we do that? We go to CLI, go to router, okay, and then configure T. Okay, in, so router 1 is connected to router 2. Okay, we check the port number of port, FA01, FA1001, 10. Okay, IP address. Okay, so we have to insert the gateway for router 1. Where can we get that? From subnet table, so this one, and we have to input the subnet mask. So IP address 114.0.225.255.255.252. Okay, and then no shut. Alright. Just exit, copy run start. Okay, so this port also we have to insert also the same gateway. Router configure T, IP address, no, in FA 01 also, 10, IP address 4902222, wait, for ni 229, 229, 255, 255, 255, 252. IP, so itu what? Okay, shot, chang. exit, copy, run, start. Alright, so we need to configure uh, uh, to both side first, then the color will change from red to green, means that we can send the data already. We can try. We have to try again and again. Try again and again. Try again and again. My bad. We need to put the same gateway for this router and this router. We cannot input this the there's the different gateway, so because it only can hold one gateway, right? So it is my fault. But I recover already. See, we can send the data already. So for this router 2 and router 3, we just do the same thing. Okay, we check the serial number first. Okay, so SA serial 030. So configure T. Okay, and then in serial 030, then IP address, we can use the second one, 114.90 229 255.255.255.252. Okay, and then no shut, exit, copy, run, start. Okay, we do the same thing to this router. Configure T in FA in serial 030 IP address 114.9.0 0. How much? 229 255.255.255.252. This is subnet mask for this router. Okay, no shut, blink, voila, no shut. Exit, copy, run, start, and done. We configure all of these switches, PCs, routers, so we can try to send the data. Okay, successful. Okay, successful. So that's how we configure the interrouter 1, 2 and 3.